Tom Kendra said it best. The route is on. MCC up 41-0 with 10:56 left in the first half of play as they take on Vesterberg in the opening round of the MHSAA playoffs. Better news is we won't see Menden next week no matter what happens.
That's right. Yeah, they're
blooming. They're there.
Where last year it was a second round playoff game. This year, if MCC is able to get past this next round, which will likely be Friday night in Fowler, then we would probably have the Menden rematch.
Griffin Seymour's kick again goes out of bounds, and that's going to give the Wolverines the ball at the 35-yard line. Another update from Zeeland, where Zeeland West is playing Zeeland East, and Zeeland West has scored again. They're up 26-0 over Zeeland East. Just a shocker right now in Zeeland.
Wolverines exercise their option, take the ball to the 35-yard line.
That's all I can say as well. The playoffs is obviously familiar for territory with MCC 24th appearance, but if you think back, the Crusaders started this season 0-2, and there was some real doubt at that point whether this team would even qualify for the playoffs. But winning 6 of the last 7 games, here we are.
Myers under center again, handoff off the left-hand side, and he runs into his running back, Mike King, and almost took him down himself. The Crusaders will clean up happily, and that'll bring up second down. It's going to be a loss of 2 yards on the play, so second down and 12 for the Wolverines.
Loss on the play, second down.
Guess when it's going bad, it's going bad.
Yeah, and they can't afford to be running into each other in the backfield, which they did on that play, because this MCC defense is just too quick, reads its keys too well. If they do something like that, it's going to be a lost yardage.
So second down and 12. Myers back in the shotgun. He's got 2 receivers to either side. Dropping back, looking to pass. Kari Campbell's right on him. He throws one up, and Windsor falls down as he had a beat on that one. Pass intended for Dwayne McKinney. It lands incomplete. That'll bring up third down, 11 yards to go for the Wolverines.
Yeah, Dwayne McKinney is their big 6'2" junior tight end. He is their main receiving target. And what's one piece of good news for Vesterberg is that it is actually a very young team. On offense, there's only 4 senior starters, which is pretty rare for a Division VIII school that makes the playoffs. Usually, those schools are heavily senior laden, so they're going to have 7 of their offensive starters back next year. So I'm sure they'll be back in the playoffs again.
Myers, a handoff from the shotgun, and watch out, Benavidez has a big opening as he's going to be across midfield, breaks a couple tackles, finally gets piled up by the Crusaders at the 32-yard line, but that's going to be a gain about 36 yards for the Wolverines, by far their best offensive play of the game.
Yeah, and Benavidez is one of those underclassmen. He's a junior, and he showed some real quick feet there, and I like this kid. I like his vision, too, the way he, when he got up there, he tried to make a cut, and I guess against most teams, he probably would have done it. The MCC defense stopped him there, but the best play of the game by far for Vesterberg.
Back in the shotgun, Myers fakes the handoff. He's going to keep it himself, coming off the left-hand side. He breaks the tackle, and he's going to have a first down, and Morrissey's finally taken down inside the 20 at the 19-yard line, the 14-yard gain.
And there, you see, as soon as they get down in scoring range, we got Kari Campbell, Jaden McPherson, Michael Garzaloni, Alex Lewandowski all coming back onto the field to try to keep Vesterberg out of the end zone. And again, I think the coaches here for the Crusaders, they want these guys to play. We want our guys to play, to stay with it, but we also don't want to be accused of running up the score.
Myers back in the shotgun. He's going to hand this one off, going up the middle with it. Didn't catch who had that carry.
That looked like
24, Jared Hilden, possibly?
Messer Jordan on the tackle.
Might have been, or it might have been number 14. We're going to have to...
Ended with a 4.
Oh, you were 20. You're right. It was 24. All right, but that was a better job by the middle of the Crusader defense there.
Gain of 2.
From looking out there, it looks like it's pretty much our first team defense out there right now.
It'll be second down, 8 yards to go for the Wolverines. Myers under center with a T behind him now. Fakes the handoff. He is looking to pass, and Tommy Scott had that one just go off his fingertips as the pass was intended for Roy Palmer. It'll be third down, 8 yards to go.
Tommy Scott on the cover.
Quick update from Grand Rapids Christian, where Grand Rapids Christian has kicked a field goal. Fruitport leads 6-3 with 6:36 left in the second quarter.
Fruitport doing a nice job in that game. There was Grand Rapids Christian is an 8-1 team with its only loss being down at Cincinnati Moeller. So that was so Fruitport's doing a nice job hanging with that team.
Third down and 8 for the Wolverines from the MCC17. Myers in the shotgun, and before the play can get off,
Myers on the keeper.
got a penalty, and looks like the Crusaders jumped early on this one. Bring up third down and 3 as the Crusaders are called.
Offside against the Wolverines.
Offsides against the Wolverines. I don't know how that works necessarily, but we'll take it.
Okay, yeah, we will take it here.
It'll make it back to third down and 13 yards to go from the 22-yard line for the Wolverines. And after getting a couple nice offensive plays and getting into the Crusader red zone, they're back at the 22 now.
Yeah, I noticed on that last pass play by Vesterberg, great coverage by the MCC secondary, and we were exposed a little bit in that Fruitport game through the air. But that was one thing I thought last week. I thought our pass defense was outstanding against St. Francis, and it's been outstanding so far tonight.
5 receivers split wide, and they're going to hand this one off. Here comes King, and he puts on the brakes at the 25, and he's finally going to get taken down, dragged down by Nicholas Holt. An emphatic tackle back to the 26, a loss of 4 on the play. That'll bring up fourth down for the Wolverines, and I would assume it's kind of go-for-it territory at this point unless they got a guy that can kick a 40-yarder.
Yeah, and if they did, they could try it to at least get on the board here, because it's going to be tough to convert a 4th and 16, but it looks like they are going to go for it.
The wind would be at their back if they tried, but they're going to go for it instead. Fourth down, 16 yards to go for the Wolverines with 7:24 left here in the second quarter. Muskegon Catholic 41, Vesterberg 0. Myers going to hand that one off. Christian Benavidez has it going up the middle. Broke a couple tackles. He's down to the 17-yard line, but not nearly enough as he needed to get inside the 10. And the Crusaders will take over on downs.
Yeah, I think that Coach Dan Rickman thought probably his best bet might be to try to sneak Benavidez through the middle like he did earlier this drive. And, well, that was actually a very good positive yardage play, but it's just going to be hard to get 16 yards for this team on one play against the Crusaders.
Over on downs, 1st and 10 Crusaders.
So 1st and 10 for MCC from the 16-yard line. Their own 16-yard line with 7:12 to go here in the second quarter. Nicholas Holt under center. The lone back behind him is Zach Windsor, and he's going to get the handoff. He breaks the tackle. Watch out. He is free. Check that. It's Lewandowski, and he is all the way to the 30, to the 20, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown MCC. Alex Lewandowski, 84 yards. He gets tackled late on the play as Dwayne McKinney tackled him about 5 yards into the end zone. That could be the end of the day for McKinney.
Yeah, that was uncalled for there. I think he was Dwayne McKinney is one of the fastest guys on Vesterberg, and I think he was surprised that he couldn't catch Alex Lewandowski, but that's just a stupid play, and that's the kind of thing that could cause an injury.
It's just a personal foul, nothing else against the Wolverines. That'll be assessed on the kickoff. MCC will kick the extra point here. But again, 84 yards. Alex Lewandowski snuck in the game. I didn't think he was in there, but man, he broke through, and it was nothing but green in front of him. And a little conference going on here. Yes, they're going to want to assess it on the kickoff. I can tell you that right now. 6:56 left to go, and that touchdown, of course, brought to you by God's Gifts Catholic Store, located at the corner of Harbor and Columbus in Grand Haven. Griffin Seymour on for the extra point for MCC. Kick is up, and that's his best kick of the day by far, but it is wide to the left. And it'll stay 47-0 with 6:56 left to go here in the second quarter. We'll take a break and be back with more here on Country 93.1.